Hello, I'm starting a new series and it's to work on this altered um, book. I did start the first 2 pages so we could start on them. I also waited a little bit so we could do these a little bit together, figuring out what way I want them and everything. I am trying to make them mainly up pockets or side pockets. I'm not going to try doing the different folds and everything that other people do. I'm not to that point at the moment with it to want to go that far. So this one's going to be a side loading pocket. And this does not like me today. If you can tell, it doesn't want to cut right. I'm going to have to buy a new one. So I think this weekend when I take the girls to Hobby Lobby, this might be a purchase I'm going to have to make, is getting myself a new piece. But that's okay. That happens. So now I'm going to glue along the side here. I don't have to be perfect with the gluing. I find it as long as you're in between the text and the non-text, you're good. So there we go. Now I'm going to flatten it out. This is what I found easiest. You flatten it out like this to the best of your ability, and voila, you got your page. I am, again, trying to keep this very simple. I'm not trying to do too much with it because I know I have a lot here in this pile. So this is where I was thinking maybe putting this in on one of the pages would be kind of fun. But it is a little too tall, so I'm just gonna snip it down a tiny bit here. Yeah, that ain't gonna work in this spot. What about this spot? Yeah, it ain't hitting that there. So I think this is where it's gonna get placed. And again, I'm just trying to go through a little bit and add pieces to it and everything. So not exactly sure how I'm gonna do this, but I'm going to try. I'm making an effort on making this an interesting piece. I am going to be using scraps and stuff like that. I am not going to be too particular on what I'm using because the point of this is to get me out of my box and not to stay in it. So here we go. This is kind of like an idea book where I'm just taking my scraps and pieces that I have and just winging it. I know I do this with at least one journal that I'm making, and I try to show off these journals because a lot of people are like, well, you need to have a theme. Well, what if you have leftovers from all these other things you had themes for? You want to use them. You don't want to keep them pieces all the time. So again, I'm just going to take scraps and try to... This is an old Reader's Digest book. See, I have more scraps that are just completely random. This is from my medieval journal. It was pockets I made. I'm not going to use the pockets obviously right now, so let's take this out and use it for something else. And I am filming ahead. I'd like to let everybody know that right away, that I am filming ahead. I have stuff going on this weekend, so I want to make sure you have some videos to watch while I'm off and about this weekend. Again, I'm not really trying to make this too busy or anything else. I have these painted papers and this paper that could just go right here. So let's... Again, I'm just using scraps up because when you're journaling, if you journal as much as I do or make journals as much as I do, you get tons of these scraps, and I'm sorry, I'm the type of person, I hoard them, and I'm trying to get out of that habit, but I still do it. So again, I'm just using up what I have. That ain't gonna stay down. We're gonna make it stay down. This is where having a little bit of art glitter glue does come in handy for stuff like this, where, you know, the edge is going to keep on flying up. This I just used marker on. And there we go. Alright, now I want to start putting this one together. And I think it'd be easier to put glue on this part first and then do the other part. So that's what I'm going to do. And I completely forgot about decorating the other side, but that's okay. We'll get that figured out in a little bit. Not a big deal. Nailman's here, but I'm in the middle of a video, so I'm not going to bother. So there we go. We've got that going now. This lovely piece here. Now what can we put on this one that will, because again I have tons of these pieces that I made specifically for journaling, inside and outside and everything, and I want to make this a part of this so much. See, you may not see most of the journal now page here. And then I have this lovely booklet that we made together, and I was thinking that would be perfect for inside one of these pages, because then I can just slip her right in, and voila, we got that going. Now this is a flip. I don't think this flip's gonna work, right? So I just put it away. And I have these 3 envelopes that I've been like having no idea what I'm gonna do with them, and I was thinking maybe something like this would be acceptable. Yeah. So 3 little envelopes that we can stick in there. What about this? With this? No, that's too big to be on that part. What about this one? Is it too big? No, it is not. So we might actually make this into a second pocket right there. And I'm not going to cover it, obviously, if... Ooh, it's leaking out the side. Okay. I recently refilled my glue, and it's like leaking. Massively leaking out the ends. So I'm trying to clean this up. This happens. I don't know if any of you have stuff like this happen to you, but I do. And I recently refilled this, and obviously it's not liking my refill. I need to clean this part out. So this is where I get something like a wipe and I clean. When there's messes like this, this is what I do. Because it ain't like I have a sink with warm water ready to go right at this very second. So, but we want that glue out of there, because otherwise this is going to keep on happening. So I must not have screwed it all the way or something. Get the clumps off it. Take this piece here and unclog it. So we all have these issues. Again, I prefer to show you how I take care of the issue rather than as a quick cleanup job. When I'm done doing this, I'm probably going to soak my cap in some warm water, but when you don't have the warm water right on hand, it makes it kind of difficult. So there we go. We got that one going. We got this going, but we have nothing to stick inside here. So we have stuff we need to stick inside these itty bitty pockets. We have this pocket to fill. Then we have to lay something right against here to clean up that area a little bit. Then we have to make something there and here. So as we're journaling or creating stuff for the other journals, I know, okay, I need a pocket or two for the next 2 pages for our next time. And I also need tags and stuff to fill in these pieces. So yes, we can do this. Also, I have these, so these might help too, or not. They're not small enough, but there's an idea. So there's writing space here, there's writing space in the tag, there's writing space in this booklet. Again, we'll be creating quite a bit and adding stuff and subtracting stuff and everything soon enough. So I'm thinking this is going to be a page too. I'm just gonna glue it over top of the words and they'll flip open. And then it has pockets and everything. I might have to add a little something here, but that there and this be over here. So we got some pockets and stuff that were already ready to use as filler. I'm going to take these painty paper type pieces that I was playing with and stick them in the front so I don't lose them. And also stick this inside here so we have that too. So there we go. We're done for today, and we'll do a day where we'll do the cover and everything, but this is just part 1 of this series. We'll be going back and forth like we did the previous series. So the last series that I did was a start to finish envelope accordion journal, and that hopefully I'll get up on Etsy soon. I just haven't had a chance, and until I have the chance, I don't like to advertise it being on my Etsy shop, just because, yeah. And I also have an episode soon where I'll be going through this journal. I had a subby ask about a flip through of the journal, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Have a great day or night. Bye.